motion made to accept this budget for $17,610,000, which is made up of two sides. First, the operating budget, which is $13,359,000, and the additional contributions that are slated to be made to the R&R, which are $4,251,000. Could I get a motion from someone to approve that?
I want to make a motion to approve the 2009 budget with the provision that we revisit the budget again by department after the new year.
Second it. All right, I'd like to open to discussion. All right. Hold on, please. All right. Yeah, I would like to actually let you know that there is a homeowner, I'm sorry, that Mr. Lerner, a director, is on the phone from Russia, and it's, I guess, about 4:30 in the morning there. 3:30? All right. So I have a motion to approve the budget. I have it second, and
I'd like to amend that motion.
what is the amendment?
Whereas the 2009 budget contains certain operating expenses that are still subject to considerable debate, and whereas the 2009 budget contains $3 million in R&R funds to be used as discussed for 1 hour at a board meeting to accelerate loan payments. But whereas this has not been completely discussed and therefore the assessment cannot yet be set, I move to amend the motion as follows. First, to continue the 2000.
Hold on a second. Where's the second motion?
No, I'm
After
still
she's
making it.
done with it.
I'm still making it.
Let her finish their
Can I
motion.
finish? Okay. I move to amend the motion on the floor as follows. To continue the 2008 budget for the month of January 2009 to allow us to have more time to prepare an accurate, firm 2009 budget, to postpone adoption of the 2009 budget until the end of December, which would allow us to have the budget begin in February of 2009, to adopt the budget after suitable modifications by the end of December, and to adjust any extra assessment that might have taken place in the month of January and prorate it for the remainder of the year. I do this because I believe that the rush that we were under this year to prepare the budget has led us to a point at
Barbara,
which
would you please speak up? I cannot hear you.
I'm doing the best I can.
And this is not a motion. This is still you basically speaking of a motion. Can you complete your motion, please?
Well, I would if you would let me. I had completed the motion to say that I have made this amendment because I believe that that this is a very important juncture for us. And I believe that we need to have everything really firmly in place, and that homeowners
Point
need
of
to...
order, please. The motion is not seconded. Why are we discussing this motion?
I'm not discussing it. I'm continuing to make it. All right? And I'm going to conclude, if you would allow me. As I was saying, I have made this motion because I feel strongly that at this juncture, we need a really firm budget. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, now what we do is we go around, and anybody, if nobody, or if anybody has anything to add to that, okay, we actually will vote on the amended motion. If the amended motion passes, then that is it. If the amended motion does not pass, we go back to the original motion.
Well, we have discussion of the amended motion.
Right, so what, I'd like to start with Luann, please.
I think it's a good idea, what Barbara says, because, first of all, I just got this revised budget at 4 o'clock today. I've been to 3 budget meetings, and there are still things in this budget that I don't think are right. And one of the things that I don't like at all is this footnote on the front, because if we are going to be talking about the prepayment of the loan, as we discussed with the facts committee, I think that it should go into a dedicated, and I don't see anything dedicated about any of this, and I don't think we're ready to do it. I think we should postpone it and work on it a little bit more.
Okay, thank you.
I agree with Luann and Barbara. I only got like this as I walked in this evening. We've gone through many versions of the proposed budget, and I also agree that we should have a dedicated account for this money to go into if we're going to make accelerated loan payments. We want to make sure that the money goes where we say it's going to go. It's not going to be diverted somewhere else for any projects. And basically, for the same reasons, I would agree in amending the motion.
Thomas?
I disagree. I think that what we're doing is continue the revenue side of the long-range plan. And that says that the money that was being collected was for the R&R. Whether you believe that it's gonna go for R&R or not, this year we put it into R&R to pay for the R&R. And I think that we should go forward with this plan. The how and how you're gonna control it is something that, or how we're gonna prepay the loan is something that we're gonna discuss later on with the homeowners. Okay, but you can't wait until after you discuss with the homeowners and then say you're gonna set up the procedures on discussion. If they say no, they want you to continue on the plans that are there, you have the money to continue. If not, if you don't do it now, when they say continue on doing carpets, you won't have money to start it.
Thank you, Thomas. Richard?
No.
Yes, wait till your turn,
Well,
Slava.
because he lives next to me.
Okay,
This is my turn now.
all right, all
Make
right.
it lower.
Okay,
Make it a little lower.
Yes, it is, sir.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Am I recognized?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
you're
you
recognized.
Yes, I am against the amended motion for one reason. I've done significant analysis of the budget, and I'm fine with revenue side, and I see that we can do some adjustments in the expense side. But last year, and some of the directors, Langland, I believe Director Spilrola, took part and participated in budget cuts of unprecedented proportions for us. I believe that we need to approve this budget, move on, and we look at the budget in January.
Thank you. Richard?
I feel the same way. I'm against the amendment, and I already said we're going to look at it by department after the new year.
Thank you. Feeny?
I don't want to repeat myself, like everybody else, I'm against the amendment. And, but definitely I would like to see in January that we go through the budget again and to make the fixed, whatever it is.
Okay, thank you. Michael?
Well, I just received this new budget when I came in here today, and there's some kind of legal disclaimer here. I think it has to do with where the extra money that we're going to take in that's not really needed, but they want to put aside, some kind of a notice that they'll put it away, and then I think it means we'll only use it if we really need it. I haven't had a chance to analyze this. And I'd also like to say that we should postpone this because this 7% increase that they're proposing for this extra money to pay down the loan, and I'm all for paying down the loan. I was a big supporter of the FAC committee paying it off right away with an assessment. But this 7% to put in a money fund for future down payment of the loan is, I think it should be a lot less, and if anything, we should use 2 or 3% of an increase to fix the elevators, and then worry about the elevator, the loan payments the next year. The most important thing we need is to fix the elevators, and we don't need 7% to do that. We could use 2 or 3. So I think we should wait and analyze this legal thing, and then decide in a month.
Okay. I'd like to call the question, please.
Authorized to speak.
May I say one more thing, since I'm the sponsor of this amendment? I think it's important that all homeowners know where the money is going. Make it into law, and then you fund it. And we're doing it exactly the opposite way. We're funding it for we're picking a number out of a hat, because this is